Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing fabulous. Let's fix this here. It's a little crooked, but it's alright. Okay, so good morning to everybody. Hope everybody is doing great. My hair is out of control this morning. It was decently cute, and then I had to haul some bags back and forth, and then like the little pieces that didn't have product on them got all frizzy, and so whatever. It's 6:37. I'm late. Like an hour late. I wanted to get here really early, but that just did not happen. We have cats, and sometimes they pee on things, and so they had peed in a corner of the house on a vent. And I knew I smelled something yesterday, but I didn't know what it was, and that's what it was, because it's like the intake where the filter's at. So anyway, I had to clean, disinfect, Febreze, all of that. So that took me a while, and then I had to load the bags. Now, I remember last video, I told you guys, these are the bags that I have for today. There's another one back here that I need to, I've packed, prepped, done, bought, etc., and I need to unpack. This morning, usually we go to homerooms. This is freshman first day. Usually we go to homerooms first, but this year they're doing it by pathway, so I will be busy in the morning for sure, the entire morning. Usually I'm just free and available because I don't have a homeroom, and then I have a chance to get stuff done, and then I have my students come like for 10 minutes, run their schedule, and we're done at 11:30. Then we have a meeting and we're good to go. But this time I will be busy all the way through, so I'm gonna quickly go clock in, and then I'm gonna come back. My hair's crazy. I keep looking at my hair. I'm probably gonna put it up because hair down, I always put my fingers in it and it drives me insane. So I'm gonna go clock in. I will be back. I'm gonna try to unpack, unload these bags. I did bring my stuff from my little refrigerator that I bought back here. I love that it gets so cold. The waters are really cold, but then the food gets really cold, so I have to, play with it there. And then I've got to grab the folder with all of the papers for today's schedules, first day schedules, things of the sort, and just get ready for the kids to come. They should start getting here on 7:05, 7:10. Definitely get started. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Alright guys, so let me show you. I got these at Target. Oh, and I'm wearing my mask, But I've got these at Target for $5 at the dollar spot. And I like them because you can take out these two. They're like little square. And then you have two compartments. Or you take this out and you have a bigger basket or a smaller basket. And you can configure it however you like. So I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the middle of each table for groups. So I got 5. Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, so I wanted to share with you. Y'all look at my light. I still have to put my unicorn up, but still got a lot of things that I have not gotten done. So not everything is ready, and that's okay. But on the inside, I'm like hyperventilating because it's not all ready to my standards. It's fine the way it is, but the way I like to do things, it's not up to par, and I'm not happy with it. But I'm going to get over my sweet self and move on with the day. So we've got our freshman first day folder. I've got my attendance rosters. That's here. It's ready. Classroom is ready. It is 10 o'clock, and at 10:40 they're supposed to be coming in. So right now the students are running through their schedule, the freshmen, and only freshmen are on campus, and so they go like 10 minutes to each class or something of the sort, maybe 15, but just to know where their class is, say hello to the teacher, and then move on to the next class. So I've got some students that have already been asking, I didn't get to come to kit pickup, I need this, I need that, and so okay, whenever you have time, find me sometime today before you leave. I don't know if we're going to get that done. This is why I like to get everything done beforehand, because once school starts, we've got other things we've got to take care of, to do. I don't have time for all of that, and neither does the student. So, and if we stop to do those things, it takes time away from class, right? Lessons and things that we've got to do during class time. So that's kind of one thing. Okay, so just kind of want to share with you, take you on the unofficial tour of how this is so far. So when the students walk in, let me zoom out here. I've got my door entrance here. I don't have anything on the board yet. I've got just the school logo. I've got some music. Now, as far as music, I have just YouTube on, and I YouTubed H&M store music playlist. I don't put this up because I don't want the screen graphics and all of that. I just want the music. So music is on. My room, my area is somewhat clean and picked up. I will be passing these bags out, the ones with the mask and the little wipe that I'm going to be passing out. We're not going to be doing or working with any of this. I won't have time for that today, but the tables are ready. As soon as they come in, I'm going to ask them to find their name tag, and then they're going to take their scissors, cut them out really good, just simply because I this year did not have time, and I never have the students do this, but I need help. So I'm going to have them cut those out nicely, and of course those name tags go here. But they're going to, I wanted to share with you the basket. So this is what I put, wipes, got these at Sam's, got thank you cards that the students brought, and index cards. I've got scissors. So on this table I have a group of 3. So those back 3 tables have groups of 4, and these 2 front tables have groups of 3. That's just kind of how it worked out. So I've got 3 scissors, glue stick, highlighters, pens, markers, pencils, and then little toys and knickknacks that we need for the day. So each table has one, so they don't have to get up and move around the room to get things, and that's done. And I've got my prize or giveaway table back here that I didn't really jazz up very much, but we're just going to go with it. That's good enough. And I need to fill in my student. I need to go get this is a student station. I need to go get the filter for the water, and then fill these with bobby pins and clips and things of the sort, and just restock all of that. I just have not had the chance to do so. And then everything else is pretty much ready. Oh, and I found the small screwdriver to hang up my little lashes there. So anyway, that is pretty much it. Super excited, super ready for these students to come in. So I've got just a few minutes, 35 minutes of what I'm going to do. So I brought a few bags from home, and I'm going to start putting those things where I need them to go. Okay, so I think this is second period, possibly third period. So I'm going to go ahead and get those things done really quick while I wait for the students to come. They're going to come in, greet them, have them cut out their name tag, throw that stuff away, and then by that time it's time to go. We do have a staff meeting afterwards. The students are only here till 11:30, and then we're going to go to the staff meeting, get some stuff for and instructions for the first day of school, and then I pick up the little one at 3, and then I'm going, if the meeting's over at 3, and then be with him for a little bit, then come back this evening to finish all the details to get ready for tomorrow. So just wanted to catch you guys up with that information. I'm going to share those baskets again. Those baskets I got are awesome, and they are at Target, the Target dollar spot for $5. And again, you can take one basket, and then there's 2 of the small ones and 1 of the big ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4 containers total. So I really like it because if I don't need the big one, I can use the small ones, just depending on what we have going on for the day's lesson. Alright, so catch you guys up in just a little bit. Hey guys, okay, so wanted to share with you, I guess the students are gone, I can take this off now. Okay, so wanted to share with you how it went so far. So just dismissed my freshmen, and it was, again, their first time here, so it was good. It was quick. It was like quick 10 minutes, and it went by like that. And so what I did is I laid out their name tags. Okay, so laid out their name tag. I had already laminated them. I already put the soft part of the Velcro, and actually it should have been the opposite, but I put the Velcro on the back of them already. They do, it's plastic, so they do come undone. So there, I get these at the Dollar Tree, the little squares. And then when I pulled them off the table, they came up and off the table as well. So if I ever need to replace them, they're Dollar Tree, no big deal. But they don't stick that great because they're from the dollar store, right? So they're not like the hefty kind. So What I did is I always cut out, so like the extra, you can see like the extra piece of lamination. I always cut it out for them, but this year I honestly just did not have, I don't have time for the small details this year, and I'm kind of running ragged on that, but I usually have it done for them because I feel like that's my job. It's not their job. Like, if I need help with something, I will ask, but I feel like it shouldn't be the students love helping, and it's okay to ask for help. And but like, for example, if you're going to set up for a party and it's a parties for the students or a celebration or something, something for the students to enjoy, then my personal opinion, just personal opinion, I should do it, so that when the student comes in, it's like, oh, it's done for me. Imagine if you were to go to conference, right? Let's just say, a TIVA conference, for example. And then they told you, oh, great, we got a bag for you, but you need to help us pack the bags. Or you go to an event and they say, oh, we have a packet of information, but I didn't have time to put it together, so I need you to pick up your stacks, and then you're going to make your own packet. So it's kind of like that, to where, like, I feel like it's my job to do it, not the student's job. And when they come in, it should be done nice, neat, organized, and taken care of, right? That's just my opinion. I didn't have time for that this year, and so that's why I'm like kind of all over the place, almost hyperventilating, because this is not up to my standards. But so what I did is I gave them their name tag on the counter, and as I had my little binder. Well, it's not really a binder, it's my little booklet here. It's a clipboard, and it's got paper on the inside, but I had my little clipboard, my pen, and I was at the door, because if they're at the wrong place, and they can go at the door, not come in all the way to the classroom, oh, you're in the wrong spot, be embarrassed, and then leave. At the door, what's your name? Check that they're here, give them instructions. Okay, first classroom to the left, your name tag is on the counter. Grab it, have a seat, wait for instructions. And so then that way, everybody that makes it into the classroom is supposed to be in there. It kind of depends on how your layout of your room is as well. So I did that, and then I came inside. Hey guys, how's it going? I had the music going. Temperature's good in here. Everything's kind of pretty much, somewhat in place. And then I told them, okay, in your middle of your table, in your baskets, there are scissors. Grab your scissors and cut out the extra plastic from the lamination pocket on your name tag. So they did. Said, leave your name tag on the table. Hold on to your trash. You'll put it in the trash can on your way out. So that then worked out, which is not something I planned out, but it worked out. When they left, I went and I picked up all of the tags, and so now, not only did they help me cut it, but they're sorted. So this is my stack of my class for 7th period. Done. It's done, right? So that was super helpful. Before, I would go down the roster and sort the cards myself, or the name tags myself, which I don't mind doing, but because I don't know their names and all of them that well yet, it's just took me a little bit more time. So that saved me an extra step. I have their roster with their attendance. I have schedules of the ones that didn't come today. I had a couple that said that they weren't going to be able to make it the first week or first few days, and so I have that ready to go. Okay, so that was just our principal saying the goodbyes to the freshmen that are now, yes, out of the building. So we are going to have a meeting soon, shortly. They have box lunches for us that we're going to go pick up, and that's it. So at 11:45, I'm going to walk my way down there, grab my lunch, bring it back. My desk kind of exploded a little bit, as it usually does, and then I'm working on signs for the expectation board. I'm printing those out. Take them home today. I'm going to laminate them, bring them back, pop them up in the morning on the wall, and then that's pretty much it. I need to put the signs, so students are going to start bringing in their binders, so I can put their sign on their little shelf and the back counter space, and then that way they can put their kits on the top and binders on the bottom, because binders are heavier. And that's it. So I will be back in just a little bit to catch you guys up. This is when I come on really quick. They got us lunch today. We got a boxed lunch. Oh, they have free ice cream. I did not know. This is Jason's Deli. So I have an eyelash in my eye, or maybe it's a hair that keeps poking my eye. Oh, I'm not sure. Anyway, just wanted to come on and share with you a goal that I have for this year. So my husband is admin, CT and admin for the district. And so I asked him what his goal was. So for the school year, what was the goal that he had? And then I, of course, asked myself the same thing. So one thing, or one goal that I have, that I came up with, is that this school year, I'm going to love on my students. So for as much as I can, and in any way that I possibly can, what I'm going to do is love on them, okay? Because we have come from a, lockdown version of school, right? When everybody was at home, and then half came and then half still stayed in home. And that just kind of didn't, do a lot for us emotionally and socially, and especially for the students. So because they're all coming out of that, I want to create, as always, a fun, safe learning environment for my students. But more than anything, I just want to love on them, and respectfully and professionally, in every sense of the word, like respectfully and professionally love on them. And what I mean by that, just to clarify so nobody, gets a weird idea, just, show them that there's someone that cares, someone that thinks about them, even if they're not their own child, or, that adult type of responsibility. Someone that, spends time to make sure that they have a fun, safe, and learning environment to evolve and to grow, to flourish, to find out more about their interests, cosmetology, and find, learn all the different little skills and facets of the industry, to where they could maybe it would spark an interest and say, oh, I thought I wanted to do hair. You know what? I want to do extensions. I want to do, we don't teach it, but I love doing brows, and I love this lesson. I want to microblade. I want to, all kinds of stuff. We don't teach microblading, but I do teach my students what it is and about it, and that it is something that they can get certified to do. So even if it's not something under the TDLR, our license, something that is in our industry and they're able to do, okay? So I want them to feel like this is a place where they want to come, they like to be in, and they feel good in, and they're safe, right? And that they're not going to be judged, they're not going to be scrutinized, they're not going to be called out, they're not going to be yelled at, or someone be rude to them, or anything of the sort. So I definitely want to make sure that I create that environment. Got some stuck in my throat. That I create that environment for them, and that they feel that this is a happy place for them. So why do I spend all the money? Why do I spend all the time? Why do I spend all the energy? It's for my students. It's to create a fun, safe, learning environment for my students. Me as a teacher, that is my role, that is my responsibility, my goal, my mission, my everything, right? If they learn to love cosmetology and that's going to be their pathway, their career, their passion, great, fantastic. And if it's something that just they learn about for themselves, great. If they learn about it for their family, great. Not everybody does what they want to do in high school 10 years down the road, and I want to be a rocket scientist when I grow up. How many rocket scientists do we have, right? So it's okay if they don't follow through with the career. I just want them to learn something for themselves, something that they use in the future, something that if they get married and that doesn't work out, they have their license and they have something that they can fall back on, if that be the case, right? Maybe they're love the human service part of it, and then they want to go into the medical field, which we lose a lot of our students to the medical field. It doesn't matter, as long as I know that within the 2 years that I have them, because I teach 9th and 10th, as long as that I know and that I gave my all to nurture them, to encourage them, to empower them, to teach them anything and everything that I can within the 2 years that I have them, I'm satisfied. So I definitely, my goal is to love on my students. Whether it be singing them happy birthday, with this, with this little unicorn happy birthday candle. As cheesy as it is, that makes, so some students, some don't celebrate, and I know and I respect that. We don't do that to those students that don't celebrate birthdays, and that's okay. I respect that. But to some students, this is the only place that somebody will sing happy birthday to them. A thank you card, a happy birthday card, a little gummy bear. Here, good job. That is probably, to some students, that was probably the only positive comment, action, moment that will happen to that student that day, that week, that month. You never know what students are going through. So that I've learned through the years, and sometimes the students come through that door with so much weight on their shoulders that you have no idea what they're going through. So if you're that teacher that yells at them and screams at them, and you're mean and you're rude and you're like meh, 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 and you're having a bad day, bad life, bad night, you're just in a bad mood, and then you bring that into the classroom and you project that onto your students, no, right? No. Be that positive voice, that bright light, and that happy person in the student's life that's going to put a smile on their face. So my goal for this year is to love on my students. So I wanted to share that with you. I hope that encourages some of you guys to kind of to kind of like evaluate how you project yourself, and sometimes your personality, your attitude, your demeanor, your vibe, your you, how you project that, how you've been projecting that, how what results you've seen or gotten from that, and to see if there's some things that we can work on. There's lots of things that I need to work on. How about getting organized? That's one thing I need to work on. Remembering students' names, being 5 minutes early instead of 5 minutes late, different things like that. Like, those are things that there's always something to work on as humans. But definitely taking a step back, evaluating yourself as a teacher, getting someone to come in and evaluate you, asking someone, like I was thinking, like, of my husband, like I can ask him, like, okay, you know me, like my mom, you know me, what can I work on? What can I do to be better? What is something that maybe I don't realize I do, but I do, that you are like, well, you assume a lot, and I really do. You assume a lot, so maybe you can work on not assuming so much, and that's something that he has told me. Okay, so that is something that I do work on. So ask somebody that's close to you, that you trust, that when they really tell you your truths, you're not gonna get mad. You have to have an open ears and open heart, so that you can evolve to be amazing, more amazing than what you already are. So think about that. Just hopefully that sometimes it's small changes, and even if it's in the way we see things or think of things, or our attitudes as adults, when we do those little bits of changes, and that reflects off onto our students in our classroom, you definitely will see that change, that difference, that new ambiance that our classroom will have, and our students, our classes will have. So anyway, just want to share that with you before I get to my lunch and continue working on my labels, and I hope that helps somebody out. Hey guys, alright, back with you to go over the name tag. So it took me a little while, but what I did, and I won't flip it over necessarily because of the I've got the face covered here with my name covered with my finger and the face covered with a rubber band. So these are the little tags, the name tags, how they came out. I took their Polaroid type picture, I put it on here with double-sided stick tape. They put their name on the bottom, and I laminated them on the back. Has the Velcro square, and on the tables we have the Velcro that will attach. And then I sorted them as they left them. At the end of each class period, I picked them up, grouped them, put them in alphabetical order for no reason necessarily yet, but put 5th period or whatever class period they're in. Went through my rosters. I made note of whose picture I have not taken, and that way I know, hey, you're in color blue. Color blue means, I go this way, color blue means that I don't have your picture. We need to go take our picture. So that way it helps me stay organized. I will have these rosters with that until I have everybody's name tags. So the reason why I put them in alphabetical order is that tomorrow, or as we go through, tomorrow what we're going to do is I'm going to place them. Tomorrow's kind of like a free sit wherever. I'm going to place them, and then I'm going to number them in a particular order, 1 through whatever, so that way when I need to put them alphabetically in order per grade level, they're in order. Okay, I could do that per class period or just in general. Whatever it is that I want to code, I can do that with the Sharpie in the back. So I've got my 3 sections here. This I found at Tuesday morning a while back, and it was in my haul that I saved for a year. This is a Heidi Swap container, and I loved it because it matched. And so this is just like a little cardboard box that's inside. That's just like decoration, like a placeholder. So that will go away. But I have these little dividers, and I'm going to label them. And each little divider is going to hold a class period. So I have my name tags, and they will go here. So that way, this is where my name tags are going to live. They fit perfect. It's awesome.